Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you've ever looked through your change and thought, this euro could be worth something, you might be right. Today we're counting down the top 6 most valuable Belgium 20 euro cent coins that are selling for big money in today's coin market. Make sure you watch until the end because the number 1 coin on this list sold for a jaw-dropping amount that could literally change your life, so let's get it started. Top 1, the Belgium 2006 20 euro cent, but as you'll see, there's more than meets the eye when you're talking about coin rarity, grading, and value in today's market. So, grab your magnifying glass and let's get into it. History and background. The Belgium 20 euro cent coin is part of the euro coinage introduced after the launch of the euro on the obverse. It features a portrait of King Albert II, the design 12 stars of the European Union around the profile, the year 2006 at the bottom, and the crowned a monogram for Albert II. To the right on the reverse, you have the denomination 20 euro cent and a map design, an older style common side. Technical specs: made of Nordic gold, an alloy of copper, aluminium, zinc, and tin. Weighs about 5.74 g, diameter 22.25 millimeters, and the edge is smooth with 7 indentations, often described as the Spanish flower edge mintage. In 2006, Belgium minted 40 million of these coins. Ruler: this was during the reign of King Albert II. Why collect this coin? What makes it interesting? Okay, so why would a collector care about a 20-cent coin? It's only 20 cents, right? But believe me, even low-denomination euro coins can be interesting, especially when you look at condition, design changes, and rarity. The main draw for collectors is condition. A coin in extra fine, or even uncirculated condition can be more valuable than one that's heavily worn. For the 20 euro cent, there are different types, design variants over the years. According to European numismatics, the 1999 to 2006 series is Type 1. After 2006, Belgium and other countries updated their euro common side designs. So this 2006 coin represents one of the earlier first map designs. There's also a collector market for errors, though those are separate from standard coins. Some users have reported finding Belgian euro cents with minting anomalies. But for this video we're focused on normal strike coins and extra fine or better condition grading. What does extra fine mean? When I say extra fine, what exactly do I mean and why does that matter? Let's break down the coin grading a bit. Grading coins is about how much. Where there is extra fine means the coin shows light where on the highest points but still retains a lot of the detail. The portrait, stars, numerals, etc. Better grades, like uncirculated or mint state, might have no wear and original luster. But even XF coins are very collectible. For this Belgian 20C, market price tables distinguished by grade, UNC, XF, VF, etc. Market value today in dollars. So, you found a 2006 Belgian 20C in your change jar. What's it worth today if it's in extra fine condition? Let's talk numbers. According to Pheronym, the 2006 20 euro cent coin's value for various grades is roughly 22 cents to 41 cents USD in their breakdown. XF is about 31 cents. Other sources, World Coins Catalog, show a similar price range, 17 cents to 76 cents, depending on condition. On the dealer side, for example, Numis Corner lists a 2006 Belgium 20C in 55 to 58 Australian dollars, almost uncirculated, for 11 euros and 95 cents, which is about $13, 14 USD depending on exchange rates. However, a key caveat: those higher listings are often for very clean or nearly uncirculated coins being sold to collectors, not face value coins from circulation. So yeah, unless you have a high-grade specimen, most 2006 Belgian 20-cent coins aren't super rare, and their market value isn't sky high, but they do have a premium in the collector market if they're in very good condition. Rarity and collector demand. According to European numismatics, the 2006 version is relatively common based on its mintage and surviving population. While 40 million were minted, not all coins survive in high grades, and that's where collectors come in. The demand for low denomination euro coins, like 1C, 2C, 5C, 10C, 20C, tends to be modest. Among serious numismatists, many focus more on commemoratives, high-denomination coins, or error varieties. But that doesn't mean these cents are worthless. Even small coins are collected, especially in full sets on error coin forums and Reddit. Some people mention extra metal errors or mint strike anomalies, but these are separate from standard issue coins and quite rare. Why this coin is not a huge rarity? Let me be honest, this isn't one of those crazy rare euro coins that's going to sell for hundreds or thousands. Here's why: high mintage. 40 million made in 2006 common design. Part of the standard circulating euro coinage. Typical market value. As shown, XF coins go for just a few tenths of a dollar. In many cases error coins are different. Only coins with real minting mistakes or very rare varieties see big premiums. Normal 20C coins rarely reach those prices, and this is a big but there are good reasons to hang on to a well-preserved example if you're building a complete Euro coin set. Having a 2006 20C in XF or better is useful for your set's quality as older Euro coins become less common in circulation. High-grade examples might appreciate slowly for a home collection. These make great starter rare coins, not ultra-rare, but more interesting than just spending them. If you send one for grading and it comes back mint state, its value could be significantly higher than a circulated piece. Before you jump in and buy or sell, here are some cautions. Market overpricing. Some sellers list almost uncirculated pieces for quite a markup. Make sure to compare with recent sales. Counterfeits. While not common for such low-value Euro cents, always be cautious when buying high-grade coins online. Grading fees. If you plan to grade, be aware that grading isn't cheap, and the cost might outweigh the coin's value unless it's a very high-grade storage. Keeping coins in plastic flips, capsules, or albums helps preserve their grade, which is essential for value. So, what's the bottom line? The Belgium 2006 20 € coin is a solid collector piece, especially in extra fine or better condition, but it's not a unicorn. With a mintage of 40 million and modest demand, most of these coins trade for just a few cents above face value unless they're in very high grade. If you found one in your pocket change, treasure it, but don't expect to strike gold for budding collectors. Though, this coin is a great way to dip your toes into Euro collecting, and over time, who knows? Maybe that little 20C in your album will be the gem that ties together a full quality set. Top 2. The Belgium 2005 20 €. At first glance, it's just 20 cents, but in certain conditions, it has collector appeal. In this video we'll go through its history, why a 2005 piece might be a little more special, what extra fine really means, and how much this coin is worth in today's market in US dollars. Let's get into it. Historical background and design. The Belgium 20 € belongs to the first type of Belgian Euro cents. Minted when King Albert II was on the throne. On the obverse of the coin, you see a left-facing portrait of King Albert II, surrounded by the 12 EU stars. Also on the obverse is Albert II's crown monogram. To the right of the portrait, the reverse features the face value 20 € and a stylized map of Europe in an older design, typical of early Euro coins. The edge of the coin is Spanish flower shape, smooth with 7 indentations. Technical specs. The coin weighs 5.74 g, has a diameter of 22.25 millimeters, and is made of Nordic gold. It was minted in Brussels. Importantly for 2005, the mintage was 10 million coins according to European numismatics. The 2005 issue is classified with AC rarity level, i.e., scarce but not extremely rare. Why this coin is interesting to collectors? You might be wondering, why bother collecting a 20-cent Euro coin? Isn't it just pocket change? Well, yes and no. Here's what makes the 2005 Belgian 20-cent worth considering. Limited-ish mintage. Compared to some years, 10 million is relatively modest for Euro coins. It's part of the first design type, 1999 to 2006, for Belgian 20C coins, which is appealing to set builders. As time passes, fewer high-grade examples from circulation may survive, which is what collectors want. Coins in better condition can command a premium compared to common worn ones. There's also collector interest in the history. Having a Euro coin featuring King Albert II, prior to later design or monarch changes, gives it a bit of context and historical flavor. What does extra fine mean and why it matters? When I say extra fine, I'm talking about a specific tier of coin grading. Let me break down what that means. For this 20-cent coin, grading is essentially a measure of how much wear the coin has. In extra fine condition, you'll see light wear, but most of the design is still very crisp. The king's portrait, stars, and map lines are all clearly visible. For this Belgian 20C, an XF coin keeps a lot of its original detail, even if it's lost some of its luster from circulation. Higher grades, like uncirculated, would have little to no wear, possibly original mint luster. Those are rarer and more valuable, but even extra fine matters for collectors. It's more likely to be a keeper coin rather than something that just gets spent. Market value, in today's US dollars? Okay, now for the big question: how much is a 2005 Belgian 20 € really worth now, especially if it's in extra fine condition? According to Veronum, the 2005 Belgian 20 € has a value range from 22 cents to 70 cents USD, depending on condition. Specifically, for extra fine, Veronum lists around $0 and 49 cents according to the Euro Coins catalog. The same coin's XF estimated value is around 44 cents, which is roughly 47 to 48 cents USD, depending on exchange rate. On the dealer side, V-Coins shows a 2005 kilometers 228.20 in brass circulation standard for €5, which is about $5 and 82 cents from that particular listing. According to All Numis, a certified UNC, uncirculated, 2005 20-cent coin is around $1.25, and a BU version is about $1.75 for the proof version of this coin. Things are different. The proof 2005 20-cent, KM228, has a mintage of only 3,000 according to Worldwide Coins. The 2005 proof is listed as extremely rare pricing for proofs according to the gray sheet for dealers. The 2005 proof 20 euro cent, KM228, is catalogued in a way that suggests significant premium, but access is restricted. Rarity and collector demand. Is this coin really rare? Or is all the hype just from sellers inflating values? Let's examine the rarity and demand according to European numismatics. The 2005 20-cent has a rarity rating C for circulating coins. Mintage was 10 million for circulation. Not tiny, but more limited compared to some other years because many of these coins circulated. A fair number of them are still out there, but few may survive in high grades, extra fine or better. Collector demand, moderate. Some collectors want complete sets of Belgian euro cents, especially the first type, 1999 to 2006, with King Albert II. There are niche collectors who look for low-denomination euro coins in really good condition, but it's not the kind of coin that commands huge premiums like rare commemoratives or major era coins for proof versions. The demand is absolutely higher, but because there are only 3,000 made, not many are in circulation or for sale. Risks and things to watch out for before you go hunting through pocket change or buying these online. Here are a few things to watch out for. Overpriced listings. Some sellers list nice 20C euro coins for far more than their true collector value, especially on marketplaces. Compare with Foronum, Numista. Recent sales. Grading cost. If you want to get a coin graded, the cost might outweigh what your coin is worth unless it's really high grade to preserve extra fine or better condition. Store in coin flips, capsules, or albums. Avoid leaving in your pocket or loose change. Counterfeits. Extremely unlikely for a 20C euro in Nordic gold, but always buy from reputable dealers if you're paying a premium. Proof identification. Make sure you can correctly identify a proof coin. Proof versions look very different and might have sharper strike and mirror fields. Why you might want to keep or buy one. Okay, so it's not going to make you rich, but there are good reasons to hold on to or collect a 2005 Belgian 20-cent in really good shape. Here's why it's part of Belgian euro history, featuring King Albert II and the first euro map designed for set builders. Having a high-grade 2005 20C helps complete a quality set of Belgian coins as time goes on. Fewer uncirculated or lightly worn examples might remain, possibly increasing value for well-preserved pieces. Even as a starter rare coin, this coin is accessible. It's not ultra-expensive, but it's more interesting than common change. If you grade one and it comes back as MS, mint state, or as a proof, that's where the real potential premium is. Conclusion and call to action. So, what's the final verdict? The Belgium 2005 20 euro cent coin is not a super rare unicorn but in extra fine or better condition. It's absolutely collectible. With a mintage of 10 million and moderate demand, most examples fetch a few tens of cents above face value, but the collector quality ones can go for more in specialized markets. Proof versions are the rarest and most valuable. Top 3. The Belgium 20 euro cent, year 2000 in extra fine condition. Is it rare? What's its real value on the collector market today? Stick around because we're unpacking its history, mintage, and how much it's actually worth. Historical background. Visuals. Photos or diagrams of King Albert II, European Union map, Belgian euro coin catalog, etc. Introduction to the coin's origins. The Belgium 20 euro cent first appeared in 1999. Following the introduction of the euro as a currency, its obverse features King Albert II of Belgium, facing left, encircled by the 12 EU stars and his crown monogram A. The reverse is the common European design for 20-cent coins. The denomination 20 euro cent next to a stylized map of Europe with vertical lines and star specifications made of Nordic gold, an alloy combining copper, aluminium, zinc and tin. Weight 5.74 g, diameter 22.25 mm and an edge with 7 indentations. Spanish flower shape. Minted in Brussels. Mintage and rarity. For the year 2000, mintage was very high, 181,040,000 circulation coins according to numismatic catalogs. This makes it very common despite the high mintage. Older euro coins sometimes gain collector interest depending on condition and demand. Why the 2000 coin might be of interest today. Visuals. Comparison of circulated versus extra fine coin surfaces. Popular coin collecting websites, listing screenshots. You might wonder, if there are so many of them, how could this coin ever be rare or valuable? Well, it's not rare in terms of mintage, but condition matters a lot in numismatics. A coin in extra fine condition means it has been circulated, but shows only light wear. The design details, King's portrait, stars, map, are still crisp, and the surfaces are relatively clean because most of these coins were common circulation coins. finding one in XF or even uncirculated condition could be a little more challenging than finding worn ones, which is where collector premium might come in current market and value, in dollars. Visuals. Screenshots of coin value websites, eBay listings, auctions, price guides, standard market value according to Ferronum. As of now, a 2000 Belgium 20 euro cent in extra fine condition is valued at around $0.30 on Eurocoin's catalog. Typical values for this year and denomination range between 17 cents to 81 cents, depending on condition for truly uncirculated or brilliant uncirculated. BU. Some sellers list the coin for 75 cents. Retail dealer listings on Vcoins. A 2000 Belgium 20 euro cent, KM number 228, has been listed for €5, which is significantly above typical face collector value, likely for a coin in very good condition or sold by a premium dealer. Another Vcoins listing, same coin, also priced at €5. These higher prices often reflect not rarity and mintage, but collector willingness to pay for well-preserved examples or specific sellers' conclusion on value in realistic terms. Even in extra fine, this coin is not wildly valuable. It's mostly worth a few tens of cents or a bit more. However, premium listings or collector-specific markets can push the price up, e.g. Vcoins €5. Why some might overestimate its value. Visuals. Clips of online coin collecting forums, Reddit threads, speculation piling up because it's an old euro coin. 2000 is early in the euro era. Some newer collectors might assume it's rare, but the data says otherwise. On Reddit, there are multiple threads where users wonder if older euro coins, 1999 to 2002 including Belgium, are worth anything, only to be reminded that many are very common. Occasionally, sellers create hype or list coins for more than their real collector market value, but that doesn't guarantee someone will pay it. As one Redditor put it, people can ask the moon for these in listings, but no one is buying at those prices. You have euro 120 worth euro 120. Moral of the story: verify pricing, check how extra fine or UNC the coin really is, and don't rely solely on inflated listing prices. Visuals. Hand sorting coins, grading charts, close-ups showing where. If you're a collector or thinking about collecting this coin, here are some tips. Get your coin graded. Use a reputable grading system, or compare to images online, to confirm whether your coin is actually extra fine, or better, even small differences in where make a big difference in collectible value. Buy from trusted sellers. Use well-known numismatic dealers or auction platforms with authentication. Avoid wildly inflated crazy high listings unless substantiated. Even though it's common, preserve your coin in a coin capsule or a holder to keep it from further wear. Proper storage helps maintain the grade, which is what affects value. Watch market trends. Euro coin collecting has ebbs and flows. Monitor online numismatic communities and price guides. Don't assume value will always climb. You're more likely collecting for enjoyment than massive profit here. Given the common mintage. Return to rotating coin close-ups, then fade to channel. Outro. To wrap up, the Belgium 2020 euro cent is a fascinating little piece of euro history, but in extra fine condition. It's not exactly a goldmine. Its mintage was huge, which means that, despite some premium listings, most coins are still trading for very modest amounts. That said, if you find one in great shape, it's a nice addition to your collection and might still fetch more than face value from the right buyer. Top 4. The Belgium 2004 20 euro cent. It's just 20 cents, but if yours is in extra fine condition, there could be more value than you think. We'll dig into its history, how it was made, what extra fine means in grading terms, and most importantly what it's worth on today's market in US dollars. So, if you found one of these in your change or you're building a euro collection, stick around. You might be pleasantly surprised. Historical background and design. The Belgium 20 euro cent coin is part of the early euro series, minted under King Albert II. On the obverse, you'll see a left-facing portrait of King Albert II, surrounded by the 12 stars of the European Union. Also on the obverse is his crown monogram, which gives it a very regal numismatic feel. On the reverse, the design shows the coin's face value, 20 euro cent, plus a stylized map of Europe, in the first map style used by early euro coins. The edge is not just smooth, it's a Spanish flower style. Smooth but with 7 indentations. Technical specifications. The coin weighs 5.74 g, has a diameter of 22.25 millimeters, and is made of Nordic gold, a copper aluminium zinc tin alloy. It was minted in Brussels, Belgium. Mintage for the 2004 version was 70 million coins in circulation according to European numismatics. This coin belongs to the first type, first map series, Albert II, early Euro design. Why collectors might be interested. Alright, so why would a collector care about a 20-cent coin from 2004? It's small change, but in the numismatic world, small doesn't always mean worthless. Historical appeal because it's from the early Euro era and features King Albert II, It has numismatic significance mintage size. While 70 million is a large number, it's not astronomically high for euro coins. Over time, many will have circulated and worn. Condition matters. A coin in extra fine or better condition could be more desirable than a heavily worn one, particularly for set builders. Set building. Collectors trying to build high-quality sets of Belgian euro coins, or euro coins more broadly, will want clean examples from each year's survivorship. Even though many were made, not all of them survive in good condition. Getting a well-preserved 2004 20C becomes a mini-hunt. Grading. What does extra fine mean and why it's important? Let's talk grading. When we say extra fine, we're not just using a fancy word, it's a real grade that affects value. Here's what to look for and why it matters. Definition of extra fine: light wear on the high points, but most of the design, the king's portrait, the stars, the map lines, remains quite sharp. Luster strike. In an XF coin, original luster might be mostly gone, but the strike detail is still strong. Importance for value: coins in XF or better are more likely to be collector grade rather than simply circulated change. These are the coins people keep, not spend higher grades if you get an uncirculated or mint state coin. The value goes up significantly compared to XF, but those are harder to find. Market value today, in US dollars? The big question. Okay, how much is this 2004 Belgian 20C really worth right now, if it's in extra fine condition? According to Pheronym, the 2004 Belgian 20 euro cent has a value range of 23 cents to 55 cents USD. Depending on condition. Specifically, Pheronym lists the extra fine grade at about $0 and 38 cents on Eurocoin's catalog. The 2004 20C coin is estimated at 33 cents for XF, which is roughly 35 to 40 cents USD depending on the current exchange rate. According to Numista, the face value of 20 cents is roughly $0 and 23 cents. So any premium above that is due to collector interest on Numis collection. A 2004 20C in XF is listed, which helps confirm demand for that grade. So bottom line, for most extra fine 2004 Belgian 20C coins, you're looking at just a few tens of cents of premium over face value, not hundreds of dollars. It's not a gold mine, but there is a modest collector market. Rarity and collector demand. According to European numismatics, the 2004 20 euro cent first type, Albert II, is fairly common among euro collectors, with its mintage rated as medium rarity. The mintage of 70 million means it was well distributed because many coins circulated, a lot of them likely show wear by now. So well preserved, XF or better examples are more sought after. However, this is not an ultra-rare or unicorn coin. The market for 20C euro coins is more subdued compared to high denomination or commemorative coins. Demand is mostly from euro coin collectors and set builders, not from people expecting huge returns. Risks, pitfalls, and what to watch out for before you go digging through your coin stash or buying online. Here are some cautions and tips to keep in mind. Overpriced listings. Some sellers may list nice 20C euro coins for more than they're realistically worth. Always cross-check prices using Pheronym, Numista, or recent completed sales. Grading costs. If you want to get the coin professionally graded, be aware the grading fee might outweigh the coin's value unless it's a very high grade. Keep coins in proper flips, capsules, or albums, especially extra fine or better, to prevent further wear or damage. Counterfeits. While counterfeiting of low denomination euro coins is rare, buy from reputable dealers. If you're paying a premium. Proof versus circulation. Make sure you're not confusing a proof version with a circulating example. Proof coins, or set coins, have significantly different value dynamics. Why you might want to hold or buy one. So even though the premium isn't massive, there are real reasons you might choose to collect this coin, especially a well-preserved one as part of a Belgian euro collection. It's a canonical piece from the early euro era. For condition variety, having a 2004 20C in XF gives your collection more depth than just whatever circulated change. You get potential long-term value. While it's unlikely to skyrocket, properly stored coins can hold value or grow modestly over time, especially as older euro coins become less common in circulation. Collector satisfaction. Sometimes the joy is in finding clean, well-preserved coins, not just in making a profit. To wrap it up, the Belgium 2004 20 euro cent coin is not a magic numismatic bullet, but if yours is in extra fine condition, it's more than just spare change. With a solid mintage of 70 million, it's not super rare, but the collector market values well-preserved examples. If you've got one and it looks sharp, hang on to it. If you're building a euro set, this could be one of those sweet little filler coins that makes your collection feel more complete. Top 5. The Belgium 2002 20 euro cent coin, especially in extra fine condition. Is it rare? Does it have a high value? And what are collectors paying in the market right now? Stay with me as we explore the history, the background, and the true market value in dollars. History of the 2002 coin. Timeline of the euro introduction. Belgium map. King Albert II portrait. The year 2002 holds a special place in European currency history. This was the year when euro coins officially entered circulation across Europe. Belgium was among the first wave of nations to adopt the euro, and the 20-cent coin was one of the key denominations used daily in shops, transport, and small purchases. Obverse design. King Albert II. The front of the coin features the portrait of King Albert II, Belgium's monarch from 1993 to 2013. To the right of his portrait sits his royal monogram, the letter E, with a crown above it along with the mint mark and the director's privy mark. Reverse design. Standard European design. The back of the coin is the common European 20-cent design. Created by Luc Louix, it shows the number 20, the words Euro cent, a map of Europe, flowing lines, and 12 stars of the European Union. Metal composition. Belgium's 20-cent coins are made from Nordic gold, a strong copper-based alloy designed to resist wear, but still capable of developing scratches, discoloration, and marks during circulation. This background helps us understand both the coin's durability and its collector appeal. Mintage and background. Bar graph showing mintage totals, coin rolls, mint press footage. Now, let's talk numbers because rarity begins with mintage. The Belgium 2002 20-cent coin had a very large mintage, with tens of millions struck for everyday use. These coins were mass-produced to launch the euro currency across Belgium. A high mintage means the coin is not rare. Many examples still exist today. Most circulated heavily for many years. However, there's a catch. Even with high mintage, condition becomes extremely important. Because so many coins circulated heavily, finding examples that remain extra fine or uncirculated is getting harder year after year. What extra fine condition really means? Side-by-side comparison of fine versus very fine versus extra fine versus uncirculated. When collectors classify a coin as extra fine or XF, they mean the coin shows light, even where sharp details remaining clear. Portrait and edges only, minor surface friction, no major scratches or dents, a natural shine still partially visible. It has circulated, but only lightly. Most Belgium 2002 20-cent coins today are found in dirty or heavily worn condition, which makes XF coins more attractive to collectors even if not truly rare. The Belgium 2002 20-cent coin rare. Rarity meter graphic showing common, scarce, rare, ultra rare. So is this coin rare? Realistically, no, not in general circulation form because millions were minted in 2002, and many remain in use today. But here's the important part: in extra fine condition, the coin is uncommon, not rare, but above average for collectors. Collectors search for sharp details, attractive luster, minimal wear, clean features on King Albert II's face and hair. So, while not rare, XF coins can command a premium compared to heavily used ones. Market value. In today's dollar market price charts, online marketplace screenshots, eBay, collector listings. This is the part you've been waiting for: the real market value of the Belgium 2002 20-cent coin in extra fine condition. Realistic market value, extra fine, 30 cents to $1 USD. That's the typical collector to collector range. Uncirculated, near mint value $1 to $3 USD, higher if sold by a reputable dealer. Proof or collector set version. These are rarer and may fetch $3 to $8 depending on buyer demand. Dirty or heavily worn condition, usually only worth face value around $0.20. Why not higher? Because the coin is common. High mintage still widely available, not an error coin, no special variety known for 2002. Collectors pay mainly for condition, not rarity. Why? Some sellers list it for high prices. Online listings with inflated prices. Buyers beware. Text overlay. You might see this coin listed for $10, $20, even $50 on auction websites, but these are listings, not sold prices. Many sellers overprice common euro coins, hoping uninformed buyers will pay more than the coin is worth. Real collectors rely on actual sold listings, not inflated asking prices. So remember, a high listing price does not mean high market value. Gloves handling coins, grading scale chart, coin capsules. If you have a Belgium 2002 20-cent coin in extra fine condition, here's what you can do. Do not clean the coin. Cleaning destroys value. Store it in a coin capsule or holder to preserve its extra fine grade. Compare your coin to grading images to confirm its condition. Check actual sold prices before selling. Consider grouping coins into a euro set. Sets often sell for more than individual coins. Rotating coin, channel outro animation. So, the Belgium 2002 20-cent coin is a beautiful piece of euro history. While not rare, extra fine condition coins do carry small collector value, usually above face value. Top 6. The Belgium 2020 euro cent coin. But what happens when it's in dirty fine condition? Is it rare? Does it have a big value in today's collector market? Let's break down the history, the mintage, and the real market price so you know exactly what it's worth. History of the coin. Image of Belgium, King Albert II. Euro introduction timeline. The Belgium 20 euro cent coin is part of the first generation of euro coins. Even though the euro banknotes officially entered circulation in 2002, Coins were minted beginning in 1999 so countries could prepare their supply for public release. The year 2000 is one of the early years of euro coinage, making this coin historically interesting for collectors who focus on early euro issues. On the obverse, you'll find a portrait of King Albert II of Belgium. He served as king from 1993 to 2013, and his monogram, the letter A topped with a crown, sits beside the portrait. Surrounding him are the 12 stars of the European Union. The reverse is the standard European 20-cent design, featuring the denomination and a stylized map of Europe mintage and background mintage charts. Images of worn coins in circulation. The Belgium 20-cent coin from the year 2000 had a very high mintage. Over 100 million pieces were produced. That means the coin was meant for heavy use in everyday transactions. Because of this enormous production, millions of these coins circulated for years, which explains why most examples you see today are in dirty, worn, or heavily circulated condition. The coin is made of Nordic gold, an alloy often used for yellow-colored euro coins. Nordic gold does not tarnish like silver, but it does accumulate dirt, oxidation stains, and contact marks, especially after decades of circulation. Condition. What is dirty? Fine. Comparison of fine versus extra fine versus UNC coin surfaces. When collectors describe a coin as being in fine condition, especially a dirty fine condition, they mean the coin has heavy surface where high points of the design are worn down. Many small scratches or dents from circulation, dirt, and oxidation remain in the low areas. The design is still visible but not sharp. This is very common for early 2000 euro coins because they were used daily for nearly 2 decades, while extra fine or uncirculated coins can have some collector premium. Dirty fine condition rarely attracts high value, and we'll talk about that next. Rarity. Is it a rare coin? Text. Is it rare with red and green indicators? Let's answer the big question. Is the Belgium 2020-cent coin rare? The short answer is no. Its mintage numbers were extremely high, and most of these coins still exist today. A rare euro coin usually has a low mintage, a minting error, a high-grade uncirculated condition, a special pattern, or limited release. The Belgium 2020-cent coin lacks all these rarity factors. In dirty fine condition, it is common and easy to find. Market value in dollars. Marketplace screenshots, sample price ranges, comparison charts. Let's talk about the market value, what collectors really want to know in dirty fine condition. The Belgium 2020-cent coin is generally worth value range 10 cents to 25 cents USD. Why so low? Because the coin is not rare. The condition is well below collectible grade. Millions remain in circulation. Only uncirculated examples bring a small premium. A clean, uncirculated, or mint state coin might sell for $1 to $5 depending on the buyer and platform, but dirty fine condition coins mostly trade at face value or slightly above face value. Why some sellers claim big value? Exaggerated online listings, high starting prices. You may see sellers online listing common euro coins for $20, $50, or even $100, including this coin. But this doesn't mean the coin is worth that amount. Many online listings have inflated prices without actual buyers. This creates confusion, making people think common coins are rare. Real collectors look at mintage numbers, grade, demand, actual sold listings, not asking prices in real market terms. This coin in fine condition does not have a big value. Summary graphic. History. Condition. Value. So, here's the final verdict. The Belgium 2020 euro cent in dirty fine condition is a fascinating piece of early euro history, but not rare and not high value. Its real worth remains very small, usually well under $1 still. It's a great coin for beginners, euro collectors, and people interested in early European currency. Channel outro. Subscribe and like animations. If you enjoyed this breakdown of euro coin values, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment below what coin you want me to review next. Thanks for watching the Coin Spot, where every coin tells a story.